Country singer Luke Bryan has been part of American Idol for years, sitting alongside other judges as contestants compete to make their dreams come true. With the show wrapping up season 23 back in May, fans are already wondering what the next season will be like. Recently, Bryan himself also weighed in on whether or not he'd be returning for the show. In addition, he also shared whether he thought one of his fellow judges would also be returning. Luke Bryan has been part of American Idol since 2018. Bryan started his career as a country singer in the early 2000s. Since then, he's become one of the world's best-selling music artists. Over the years, Bryan has also become known as a judge on American Idol. He has been part of the competition series since 2018. Fans have also seen him share judging duties on the show alongside Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Carrie Underwood. The series recently wrapped up season 23 this past May. Since then, fans have been wondering what changes the show could undergo before it enters the next season. In a conversation with Taste of Country, Bryan opened up about being unsure if he would return for the competition series. This also comes out as a return date for season 24 hasn't yet been confirmed. The singer noted, "Idol is kind of a year by year, do we do it or not? We'll see what happens." However, Bryan still had quite a few positive things to say about the show. Bryan also shared his thoughts on if one of the other judges would be returning. Bryan also shared that he felt Carrie Underwood would likely return for the show. When asked about it, he shared, "My prediction would be highly favorable." He also noted, "I know she had a great time in the role." This was notable as season 23 was Underwood's first time as a judge on the show, having previously served as the fourth season's winner. In addition, Bryan assured that he also enjoyed his time on the show as well. He shared, "Last year was really incredible with Carrie and Lionel and Ryan. The main thing is just, have fun with American Idol and have fun with the contestants." A premiere date hasn't been announced for season 24. At this time, an announcement will likely be made once the season's judges have been settled. Did you keep up with Luke Bryan on season 23 of American Idol? Are you excited for another season? Do you think Bryan will continue to appear on the show? Make sure you come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. The big question in Nashville: is Luke Bryan out at American Idol for season 24? It was a crisp Tuesday night in late October when the whispers began. Luke Bryan had just wrapped a sold-out set in Charlotte, striding off stage with a kind of sweaty, satisfied grin only a performer who has wrangled 30,000 voices into singing "Country Girl, Shake It For Me" can wear. Backstage, in the makeshift green room lit by industrial floodlights, his phone pinged. The subject line glared at him from a text thread he wished he hadn't opened. "Idol, Season 24, urgent." He didn't respond right away. He'd learned not to, not when the night's adrenaline was still fizzing through his veins. Instead, he stripped off his shirt, swapped it for a hoodie, and wandered out toward the catering table where a few of his bandmates were laughing over a plate of leftover ribs. The text could wait. Or could it? Chapter 1. The country star who became a TV dad. When Luke Bryan first signed on to American Idol in 2018, plenty of folks in Nashville scratched their heads. Luke didn't need television. He had already headlined stadium tours, racked up more #1 singles than most artists could dream of, and cemented his place as a contemporary country powerhouse. But ABC was rebooting Idol after its Fox farewell, and they wanted a fresh mix of talent for the judges' table. Luke, with his easy Georgia charm and just folks humor, was perfect. Alongside Katy Perry's pop flamboyance and Lionel Richie's soulful gravitas, Luke became the grounding wire of the panel. He was the one contestants trusted to give them honest but not cruel feedback. He'd lean forward, elbow on the table, and tell some trembling 17-year-old from Nebraska, "Hey, you've got something there, just gotta let it breathe." Fans loved him for it. And for 6 seasons, his spot seemed untouchable. Chapter 2: Rumors in the Wind. The first whispers about his future started during season 22. American Idol, while still a ratings powerhouse for ABC, was facing the same challenge as every long-running competition: how to keep it fresh. Executives reportedly tossed around ideas for revitalizing the panel, not because Luke wasn't delivering, but because change sells. A Hollywood trade magazine ran a short, almost throwaway piece. Sources say producers are exploring possible judge rotation for season 24, in the spirit of The Voice's successful formula. No names were attached, but the piece noted that Brian's contract was up for renewal in summer 2024. Then came the tweet from an anonymous industry gossip account: "Country star's Idol run may be ending. Y'all will miss that smile." It didn't take long for fans to connect the dots. Chapter 3: Luke's calendar problem. Part of the tension came down to simple logistics. Luke Bryan's tour schedule is relentless. In 2024, his Mind of a Country Boy tour was set to crisscross North America, with barely a week of breathing room. Idol's filming schedule, meanwhile, is notoriously rigid. Auditions in the fall, Hollywood Week in the winter, live shows through spring. That kind of commitment eats up a lot of weekends. "Luke's been doing a dance between the tour bus and the Idol set for years," says a former production assistant who worked 3 seasons. "He's always upbeat, but you can tell it wears on him. There were times he'd land in LA straight from a show, go straight to set, film for 12 hours, then fly back for a gig the next day. He made it work, but man, it's a grind." Chapter 4: The Meeting in Nashville. Back to that October text. Luke finally opened it after the Charlotte show. It wasn't just a note from his agent, it was an invite to an in-person meeting in Nashville with ABC brass. "Discussion on season 24 plans," it read. "Lionel will be there. Katie will join via video." The meeting was set for the following Tuesday at a private conference room at a boutique hotel just off Music Row. Luke showed up in jeans and a ball cap, nursing a coffee the size of a small trophy. Lionel was already there, in a cream suit that somehow made the hotel's beige carpet look underdressed. Katie appeared on the big screen, framed by LA sunlight. The conversation, Luke later recounted to a close friend, started cordial: ratings numbers, social media engagement stats, some light teasing about Lionel's new TikTok obsession. But then, as coffee cups emptied, the tone shifted. "We're exploring some changes to the judging panel," one executive said. "No decisions yet, but we want to be transparent." Transparent. The word landed like a cymbal crash. Luke, who's built his career on reading a room, didn't miss the subtext.